We are in Amish country. We got chickens and young goats. They keep the young goats outside in the cold. They keep the old goats at home in the Amish farmhouses. Oh, wait a minute, that's not true. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, more chickens over this way. Or whatever they are. Let's see. Let's get a good look at them. Peck, 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 peck. Peck, 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 peck. Oh, no pecking, huh? Oh, wait, there's more, there's more. There's another one. Yeah. Yep, they keep the young goats here. And they run around and get fed. Oh, look at that. And the old goats eat Amish spaghetti at home. Ha ha ha. This is the Bird in Hand Amish Bake Shop, which has just about every possible kind of baked good you could add, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh. Looks like this guy, he knows I don't have any food. It looked like he was heading this way for a minute. There's some more. There we go. Yeah, goats and goats and goats. Yep, the Bird in Hand Amish Bake Shop. Walk in, walk out with plenty of carbs. There we go.
Their lifespan is longer than ours in general. Of course, they eat a lot more homegrown and less processed foods, things like that. But yeah, other than that, a lot of the other disabilities, etc., I was telling someone up here, about the same rates as the English. So I often get asked about autism. People seem to think that the Amish have a high rate of autism. They don't. It's about the same as the English. They actually like to treat it with camel's milk. It'll cost you $70 a gallon. Yep. All right, let's roll these wheels to get these folks to lunch, and we'll talk about education next. Because we have a one-room schoolhouse at the bottom of this hill, so we'll take a look at that going past. You'll see the scooters against the fence, most likely. Have you seen the other one-room schoolhouses today? You've seen siding, you've seen stucco, you've seen brick. They can be any construction. This one is a little bit of a hybrid construction down here because they added on to it. It does have the outhouse, boys and girls, for their outhouse. And kids in the class. The scooters will be parked just to 8 o'clock in the morning, so about 2:30 in the afternoon. They typically start in early May, so they get out much earlier. The kids will go to school up until grade 8, so age 14 roughly, grade 8. I love when I have school groups on board this bus. They're typically 8th graders in private schools, so it's their big last hurrah before going on to high schools, and they love that idea that they would be done with school at age 14. And I said, well, you enjoy that because the next thing you'll do is go into the workforce. And they change their tune a little bit. So these kids will be taught by German and English. German and English. German for the church services, weddings, and funerals. English to get along with you and me. But my question for you is, why would they need to teach kids who are age 6, let's say, why do they need to teach them how to speak English? Pennsylvania Dutch. It's a hybrid slang language that is made up of 4 languages, and if you were in the snack shop toward the end there when the girls came in, they were all speaking it, and you would recognize about every 4th word because it is German, Swiss, Dutch, and English. 4 different languages all blended together, pieced together, has no written form. It's only a spoken language. So therefore they must learn to read, write, and speak in English and German in school. They'll also learn mathematics and local and world history. I was asked earlier if they vote. They do vote for president and local elections. They do not typically care about governor's races and Senate and things like like that. But local races for township supervisors, boards, and things like that, because they want to make sure their farmland. No, not typically. That was very. He was pretty progressive for that. We'll swing that. And then the one subject, well, two subjects they don't teach in school. Excuse me. One is religion. They believe that should be kept in the home and in the church. But any guesses what the other subject is that they don't teach? Someone was looking for a deer farm. That's a small one right over there, but we're not going that way. I'm so sorry. Somebody asked if we had one there. And they have not been out to play recently either. So what subject do you think they just don't teach in any Amish school? Semantics? Wait, what'd you say? They do teach math. Science. They do not teach science. Another one-room schoolhouse on your left. Bell up on top. Propane tank for heat. Out on the left-hand side. No science. They believe everything you need to learn about the sciences you will learn as an apprentice. Well, that building went up in a month. That's amazing. Should mention the properties real quick here. You've seen some brand new construction like the one straight ahead of us and handed down through the generations. There's no restriction about new or old construction for the Amish, but they only have they're only allowed to have the modern conveniences in them for 1 year. So they have to pull out the carpeting, any electric things like that they may not use in their homes, and they have 1 year to pull it out. So after these kids learn all of this, the next place they go to is the season of exploration, and that used to be called Rumspringa. We don't call it that anymore locally. The Amish don't. The English kind of made it the wild child season, and while some of them can get a little wild,